Hello everyone and welcome to Everyday JavaScript. In this video we are going to look at CSS3 Pseudo Elements, the one with the double colons. Yes, you got it right. I'm coming live after so long and I'm excited, I'm nervous, but yeah, I hope you like this content. Just a note here, I have my channel Everyday JavaScript. I hope you like the content. Just go to the channel and subscribe to it if you like the content, and enter something in the comment section that you don't like about the content. Give me the feedback so that I can improve. So let's get started. CSS3 pseudo elements. Yes, the difference between CSS3 pseudo elements and pseudo classes again is pseudo elements are the ones with double colons, pseudo classes are the ones with single colon. But CSS3 tends to mix it up. So even if you provide single colon to the pseudo elements and double colons to pseudo classes, both of them are supposed to work. So, but I still recommend you use double colons for pseudo elements and single colon for pseudo classes. The pseudo elements is something like there is more to HTML than what meets the eye. That means it's something that is invisible. Something that you cannot see, something that is still present in the DOM, but you cannot see it. Yeah, it's something kind of like Mr. India, the invisible superhero of India. Pseudo elements are something like invisible, they are powerful, and taking advantages of this invisibility and powerfulness of pseudo element, what we can do is we can style the parts of UI that virtually we say that don't exist or we cannot see. So basically just take an example like, let's say this placeholder, input placeholder, which has enter name as part of the placeholder. Now what if I want to style that placeholder? What I'll do is I'll use input double colon placeholder and provide the style to it in my CSS file, and I can style it to anything that I want. Remember, I have used double colons. That means it's pseudo elements, not classes. So use double colons everywhere wherever you're trying to or intending to access pseudo elements, and use single colon wherever you want pseudo classes. Next thing, the difference between pseudo elements and pseudo classes is pseudo elements are actual part of the DOM. Yes, they are part of the DOM. Whereas pseudo classes is something like a state of an element, like let's say button, you want it enabled or disabled, or anything else. You can have a state of an element, multiple states of an element which you want to style it. So you can use pseudo classes at that point of time. The pseudo elements are helping us to write efficient DOM code. That means that it helps us write efficient HTML. We don't write dirty stuff inside our HTML. Let's take an example. Now I want to increase the size or make the first letter capital, or let's say first letter big. Now what should I do? As a junior developer, I would have done something silly like this. So I would have provided span to every first letter and then provided class to the span and then provided the style to it. That would have been stupid because I don't know how many paragraph elements I could have inside my DOM. So what we can do, we can use the pseudo element first letter. There are so many pseudo elements. You can just go and check out in the CS3 W3 schools page anywhere. So you can just go and check out this. You can use first letter and then target the first letter of every statement that you write. And that would have been such a clean way to write your HTML code, and you don't write such mess over here that you see like span inside a p tag. So yeah. The next thing is we are going to look at the most used pseudo elements in CSS3. We are going to look at before and after. Again, double colon before them. Yeah. Before and after virtually provides you the power to insert something before the content of an element and after the content of an element. It is available in virtually every HTML element, almost every HTML element. Not all, but almost, yeah. So using before and after, you can insert the content just before whatever the part of the div is and after whatever the part of the div that you provide. What you can do or how you can do it, it's very simple. You can enter the content entirely. One more thing, how you can do is you can use the CSS pseudo element double colon before and CSS pseudo element double colon after. You can do it using CSS. That's again another magic. You can enter the content inside an element using CSS. Only CSS. Yes, no JavaScript, nothing. So here's an example. I have a div over here which had a content. Hello everyone, hope you are enjoying the content of Everyday JavaScript. Please do subscribe. Please, yes, please do subscribe that. But I want to insert hey and bye before and after the content of the div that begins here and ends here. So what I'll just go and target the div over here using content and provide the pseudo element. Target the pseudo element before and target the pseudo element after, and can provide any content that I want to insert inside that. So wonderful. Now, if you want to style before and after as a div or span, you can do that. That means that you can magically insert a div or a span inside another element dynamically. How? You can just provide an empty content or just content with an empty colon over there, empty content or just single angular brackets, or single quotes or double quotes, and then what you can do is you can style the elements. So over here I'm again using the same div, like hello everyone, blah blah blah, please subscribe. And what you can do is you can provide the content as empty over here in content after and content before, and then you can style them as a normal div. Over here I've given display block, width, height and margin to it and some color to it. That behaves exactly like a div. That's so wonderful, right? That's so powerful as well. Yeah, I can insert the content dynamically over here. So this means that we are not polluting HTML markup. We are not adding unnecessary divs, unnecessary span, unnecessary elements inside it. Again, one more example for this of not polluting HTML marker is, let's say I want to insert an emoji of tick mark before a to-do list. And what I would do is, like, let's say I have a tick mark in front of every to-do list item that I have already run. And what should I do in order to insert that? Will I go and manually insert them or double bind everywhere? Nah, that's too bad for writing HTML and CSS and JavaScript. What you can do is you can target the li and before of that li and insert the emoji dynamically. So like this, I can target li double colon before. That means I'm targeting a pseudo element, something that does not exist or something that is not visible to us, but we can still target. And we can inject the content of tick mark or whatever emoji that we want before that list. That means that it's going to appear like this without us repeatedly pasting it or adding it for every single to-do list. How painful it would have been. Yeah. So there are many pseudo elements. I think you can just go and Google it around, and W3 Schools would be the best source. Some of the pseudo elements that I like specifically, I'm just going to list down over here. One of them is selection, double colon selection. What it gives you is, like, let's say if you are very strict about your branding and someone selects the content on your page, you want to see how it appears or how the selection or selected content appears for the user. You can style that. So you can do it using double colon selection. So over here I've given you an example that once someone selects some content on my page, the background should turn black and the color should turn aqua blue. Yeah. Another thing that we can do is we can style the scroll bar as well. I think we can do it in Chrome and Firefox. Yes, you can do it in Chrome and Firefox. You can totally style the scroll bar that you have from the boring ones that are coming with the default operating system, and you can style them according to your needs. This one works for Chrome. You can check out for Firefox. I don't know if Edge and other browsers work or not, but yeah, you can do it with this. There are many other pseudo elements. As I said, spelling error. I would just recommend there is a small star over there. Check the browser compatibility before trying to attempt these kind of stunts. Do it at your own risk. Yeah. So if there is a spelling error, you can just do it. You can just check if it's supported in your browser, and then you can highlight them dynamically. So that's it for pseudo elements, CSS3 pseudo elements. I hope you like the content, and just go to Everyday JavaScript YouTube page and press subscribe button and press the bell icon so that you receive all the notifications. Thank you. Hey guys, thank you very much for watching this. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and keep supporting me. I'm overwhelmed by your support right now. Thank you so much, and keep watching Everyday JavaScript. Do provide your feedback in the comment section.